everybody, welcome back to Horton's Flower Farm. If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Claudette. I own and operate a You Pick Flower Farm in Zone 7B, Long Island, New York. So I'm super excited about showing you the Cottage Garden. So the Cottage Garden, I always said I wanted a cottage garden. I always used to say, I wanted this beautiful cottage garden. I like that English. So I always said I wanted a cottage garden, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted when I said it. And I didn't even really think of making a cottage garden, but I was on Instagram, of course, and somebody's cottage garden popped up, and it just did something to me. I looked at it and I said, I need that. You know, when you see something and you're like, I need something like that. And I said on the farm I was going to make it easy this year. I was just going to be simple. And then in 2 weeks we threw together 10 planting beds with all the dirt in it, and I already planted in the cottage garden. So things can happen fast when you really want them to and you're like passionate about it. So if you guys want something and you know you need to have it, you should definitely go for it. So today I'm going to be explaining the cottage garden to you. I know in the last video I kind of teased to show you what the cottage garden, what my dream of what I wanted to look like, the inspiration from Botchner Farms. And actually this season she's making a beautiful cottage little house. So she added, now this year she's adding something else new to it. So if you want to check out her on Instagram, she's not on YouTube, she's awesome to follow because she was my inspiration for this cottage garden. So I'm going to show you her cottage garden over the last year, how it looks between spring, summer, and fall, and even winter. And I'm going to show you how I planted mine out, if I'm planting similar to her. I'm going to show you the things that I planted in. I'm still going to add a couple more things. My cottage garden does not have the arches yet. I have to put them in, but let's go take a look at it. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you some inspiration videos now of how her cottage garden looks throughout the season. So let me just move aside. I'm going to show you mine. And then I'm going to go right into hers so you can see what this really is supposed to hopefully look like. All right, let me show you. Guys, so here are the 10 beds, and I planted in a lot of what's going to be here. So what did I plant in? So if you look at the first bed, it's actually a mix of what's on the farm, but the way I did it was I put clumps together. So I put snapdragons, salvia, rudbeckia, celosia, coleus, and I kind of just mixed it up, different places, different varieties. Here I planted the bean plant that's going to be on the arch. It's going to arch over to here. So there'll be 2 arches. Let me just move back. There'll be 2 arches right here. There'll be one here and here, and one there and there, and you'll walk under the bean arch, the 2 of them. So that's how it is. I put a couple little dahlias in here or there. And then, yeah, you can see I kind of bunched them together. This is how she did it on her. She bunched them together. I may have actually spaced a little tight, but that's okay. There's a spot in the middle here that's open. So that's like that also on that side. And how that's going to work is I'm putting a, what's it called? I'm putting a trellis. So I'm putting a trellis. I'm going to have another vine up both sides here. Now in the middle right here is where the pergola is going to sit. So I'm excited for that. That's probably not being built for another month. We're just figuring out the logistics on that. The water in here is going to be overhead watering just because it's very, you can't run drip to the beds like this. It'd be very hard. So this is the area right here. It is roughly 30 by 80 and it's a nice size area. I am missing parts to her, the way that she has it laid out. So the way she has it laid out, there are 2 more beds this way, running this way, and those are missing right now just because we ran out of time. So I basically built probably half of what she has. The open section over there would mimic the section over here. So it would be like mirrored. So this part is gonna go back over to this section. So right now I have 10 beds, there will be 18, but not this season. So right now I'm gonna have 10. I will have the pergola sitting right here, and everything will be hopefully gorgeous. So it starts off very small. I saw from hers, it starts off small, but then it turns into the, the big, beautiful cottage garden. So yeah, let me flip the camera around. All right, guys, so thank you for joining me. I hope you come with me on the cottage garden journey so you can follow me and see if mine turns into the beautiful dream cottage garden that I'm hoping to achieve. Yeah, every week I'll be updating you. So this is week 1 of the cottage garden, which is just the planting in of the cottage garden. And I'll be updating you weekly on how it looks, the progress of it. Hopefully the arches will go up this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Can't believe it's Memorial Day weekend. All right, guys, I'm tripping on stuff here. So I got to get back to my other job, which is taking care of kids, and which I love too. All right, and my tractor back there, eeks, my broken dresser. Yeah, there's some things to do in the farm as I walk through here. All right, guys, I will see you soon. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.